कॉल पर व्यस्त है, कृपया प्रतीक्षा करें या कुछ।
Very good evening today. Over here we have a renowned doctor, professor, as well as he's always busy with social activities. I introduce you to our very favorite, very lovable Professor Dr. Vivek Gupta ji. So Vivek Gupta ji has arranged this webinar today. He will be the coordinator. He is the host today of this webinar. Our special guests over here are here Mr. Dr. Subhash Sarkarji. He is a very renowned doctor of Bankura as well as a member of parliament. So I would like to Mr. Dr. Professor Vivek Gupta ji to start the program along with Dr. Subhash Sarkar, Honorable Member of the Parliament. Thank you.
Namaskar, Dr. Vivek Gupta. Can you hear me? Dr. Gupta. Okay. Dr. Gupta. Dr. Vivek Gupta, can you hear me? Doctor.
I can hear you now. It's okay?
Yes,
can you hear me now?
Yes. I hope you please first call Dr. Somnath Sarkar to tell something on the present scenario. Okay?
Okay.
Doctor,
Yes, that's very nice.
Dr. Somnath Sarkar.
Before that, I would just like to introduce the whole system. This is a Hello to Calcutta, Hello to Doctors program, which was initiated by our joint effort with Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya Sahab and Member of Parliament, Dr. Subhash Sarkar Sahab. We did the first program on 4th of April in Hotel Taj, Bengal. And that was successful with the involvement of about 150 elite doctors of Calcutta. And then we did the second program of 18th April, and that was in the Hotel JW Marriott, and that was presided by Honorable Subhash Sarkar Sahab, Shubhendu Adhikari ji, Amit Malviya ji, and many others. And along with a few top cardiologists, Dr. Milan Kanti Das and people from API and IMA. That was attended by about 200 people, and that was quite successful. And we had a long discussion and thought process about how to improvise upon the systems of West Bengal so that we have a better governance and better thought process in the interest of the public of West Bengal. So thirdly, we wanted to do a third program also in physically, but because of pandemic COVID-19, which is now a big problem and we all are facing, especially doctors, we thought that it is virtual, and this is the idea given by Dr. Subhash Sarkar to make it virtual along with Honorable Kailash ji. Kailash ji will be joining soon after. You cannot hear me? Am I not visible, audible?
Yes, absolutely. It's audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, I'm audible. Okay, so because somebody wrote a message that he cannot hear. I think there's some problem in somebody else's program. Okay, so we thought that let it be virtual, and we have discussed with the IT team and with the knowledge of Mr. Amit Malviya ji and other people. Joy Malik is helping us to do this live, and this program is also going live in Indians in Paris and also the Facebook Live on my side, and we'll be having a lot of participation, and this is being recorded. And so don't worry about the number of people participating. And I always feel that when this is going Facebook Live and also live on YouTube, so it will be heard by many people later on also. So we'll be cycling it all the YouTube channels later on. So I'm now welcoming Dr. Sarkar to give his thought process regarding what Bengal needs and what is the need for the Bengal at this point of time. Hello, Dr. Sarkar.
Somnath, Dr. Sarkar, you can open your mask also now. The voice will be clear, I think so.
Hello.
Yes, you are.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please carry on.
We can follow you.
Okay,
Master ekbare shoriye din na. Then view will be proper. Please.
Good evening, everybody.
Remove the mask. You are in home.
It's my pleasure. Good evening, everybody. First, I must ask all our fellow doctors to pray for our beloved doctor, our medical cell convener, Dr. Vivek Majumdar, who is suffering for COVID, and now he is admitted. So let us all pray together and pray to Almighty for his speedy recovery of our Dada, beloved Dr. Vivek Majumdar. You know, he, along with Dr. Subhash Sarkar, started the BJP medical cell along with 2-3 persons of our side, and it was running very nicely. And I have been asked by Dr. Sarkar, our Subhash Sarkar sir, to speak slightly on the political aspect of West Bengal regarding this scenario. So I think our BJP medical cell for few years in West Bengal is doing nice job, and we have done so many good works, starting from the COVID to our Ampan. We did lot of camps, and we did a good job for the society, and we did lot of agitations. We gherao the Shastra Bhavan under label leadership of Subhash sir. We did lot of gheraos to all the medical colleges. The intention was not to do anything bad, but to keep the government aware of the modern present scenario of West Bengal regarding COVID, and so that they can put everything on track. You know, in West Bengal, the scenario was totally different, because to start with, our chief minister, she denied. There was total denial. First, she refused to think the COVID was existing. She was thinking it was again a conspiracy of Modi government who is conspiring in COVID. First, he failed to recognize any COVID case. Next, she tried to suppress the death, and also he denied all the major doctors in our COVID scenario. They are all whatever they were planning, because total was in mess, because everything was in her control. It was negligence on her part. It was arrogance, and she was always overconfident, as she is. Always ego plays in her, and she always tries to prove she is beyond anybody. She is the best. So keeping every doctor aside, even there was a big, our professors were taken in a team, and they were absolutely neglected. Even we have seen our respected professors, they were given a death number. Immediately after 1 hour, our state secretary denied and refused to accept that. That was a great thing. All the doctors, senior doctors, they got very much irritated, and our doctor team became very much depressed. And that only started, if you know, our junior to senior, every doctor lost in lack of confidence. They were not giving the basic gadgets to fight against the pandemic. So it was BJP medical cell who stood behind these doctors and fought. Even the junior doctors, when they were ransacked by few people they were in ICU, ITU with a head injury, our Subhash sir was there beside, was the first person to reach and give him confidence to get out of it. Even this time we are seeing with the election in scenario, she is playing a nonsense political game. When there is lot of other states without an election also, they are also suffering. She is keeping all the blame on the COVID of this wave, second wave, on the election commission and the people who are coming for election, the duties, all our beloved CRPF Joans and other responsible people who are making head-on and hard effort to make this election a very free and fair procedure. She not only told that, she is telling total responsibility lies with the people who are coming from outside to hold the election in a proper way. This is the scenario. When there is no election in other states, they are also having, but her only tendency, as because she knows it, the total healthcare system has failed as the last time, because she is not making any pre-preparation for it. If you see her dream Shastro Shati Prokalpo, the cards are not being taken up by any of the colleges. Even today also, so many patients, they called us and they were really crying due to lack of bed, and the Shastro Shati refusal. Nothing doing, because total her government facility has, healthcare system has totally failed, and she is only dependent on private hospitals. There are big queues, because you know all the VIPs we have seen, so many netas, mantris, they are also now dependent on big Sarkari healthcare delivery system. Instead of that, they are also proceeding to the private healthcare system. With these VIPs, the private healthcare system are also facing a lot of problems. Finally, I must say, you have seen now the doctors for the last few, whatever we have done, we have stayed beside now government and non-government, all the doctors who are practicing in West Bengal, they have got confidence on our Bharatiya Janata Party. They are beside us, and we have always stood behind them in all their need. I think past 6 phases of election, all whispering campaign, because all the doctors have now cleared. They know this government, Dr. Subhash Sarkar's guidance and leadership, the way our BJP medical cell, our doctor cell is working, this is the only option. And they will do the most important thing. They will bring the true Parivartan in West Bengal. So they are also doing a very good whispering campaign, and they are also making it a point that BJP government brings the true Parivartan and brings the Sonar Bangla. So I am sure during the next 2 phases of election also, our responsible doctors will stay behind us and do the whispering campaign and do whatever they have been doing for the past 6 phases, will continue to do it. Thank you very much. I congratulate once again all the organizers. Thank you.
Sorry. Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Somnath Sarkar, for giving us the insight of what has happened, which should not have happened actually, into the insights of West Bengal, and sometimes politics makes it worse. So at the same point, I would request if we can have Dr. Indranil Khan or Dr. Madhu Chandakar to speak for a few minutes. Anybody who's available? Dr. Indranil Khan?
Dr. Gupta, can you please come again with the name, please?
Dr. Indranil Khan or Dr. Madhu Chandakar.
I don't see him. Dr. Khan has joined.
And Mr. Sanjay Bhotika.
Sanjay Kumar Bhotika, right?
Sanjay Bhotika is there.
Yes.
Sanjay Bhotika is there.
Yes, I have sent a unmute request.
हाँ बोलो. नमस्ते सभी को. जय श्री राम.
Jai Shri Ram. So please go ahead. Welcome, Mr. Sanjay Bhotika. You please tell us what West Bengal can do a little for the interest of the entrepreneurs.
या मैं सभी को पहले तो डॉक्टर सुभाष दा को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने मेरे को इस कार्यक्रम के लिए आमंत्रित किए. उसके लिए सुभाष दा आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, और सभी आगंतुक महानुभावों को भी मेरी तरफ से नमस्कार. मैं एक व्यवसायी हूं और यहाँ पर बहुत वर्षों से व्यवसाय करता आ रहा हूँ, बचपन से ही. परंतु एक बात देख रहा हूँ कि जब से बड़ा हुआ यहाँ पे मतलब सीपीएम का शासन था, तो व्यवसाय के लिए लोगों की मानसिकताओं को एकदम बदल के रख दिया. कि यहाँ के लोगों की मानसिकता क्या कर दी कि आप केवल सर्विस करिए. हाँ, तो वो मानसिकता यहाँ के लोगों को, अपने लोगों को बदलनी पड़ेगी पहली बार. उसके चलते क्या होगा कि बंगाल के लोग जितने हैं इंटेलिजेंट, यहाँ की माताएं बहनें भी कार्य के लिए बहुत कुशल है, और अपने लोग भी सब कोई कार्य कुशल है. तो इस मानसिकता को कि बिजनेस करें. बिजनेस करने से क्या है कि धन आएगा, और धन आने से लोगों को कार्य करने में सुविधा रहती है. दूसरी बात ये है कि यहाँ पर अब जैसे मैं ज्वेलरी बिजनेस से रिलेटेड हूँ, जूट से रिलेटेड हूँ. ज्वेलरी बिजनेस जो है यहाँ पे बंगाल के अंदर, हाँ, इतना ज्यादा अच्छा है कि यहाँ के कारीगर पूरे विश्व में प्रसिद्ध है. परंतु यहाँ पे जो सुविधाएं मिलनी चाहिए एक्सपोर्ट करने की, वो यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है. और यहाँ के माल बना हुआ यहाँ से गुजरात और मुंबई चला जाता है, महाराष्ट्र में, और वहां से वे लोग इसको एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं. अगर अपने लोग बाहर के कारीगरों को, यहाँ से जो बंगाल के कारीगर है उनको यहाँ पे अपने लोग अगर कार्य देते हैं। हाँ, और यहाँ पे सुविधाएं सारी लागू की जाती है जो गवर्नमेंट स्टाफ यहाँ पे लागू नहीं करते हैं, तो इसको बहुत सुविधाएं मिलेगी। और एक बात आपको बताता हूँ, जैसे यहाँ से कल्याणी जाते हैं या सिलीगुड़ी जाते हैं या कहीं पे भी जाते हैं, तो यहाँ का रोड इतना अच्छा है कि अपने लोग अगर अभी चलते हैं तो 8 से 10 घंटा में तो कल्याणी पहुंचेंगे, इतना सुंदर है। या सिलीगुड़ी पहुंचते हैं तो 14 घंटा करीब करीब गाड़ी से लग जाता है। तो इसके लिए अब जैसे लखनऊ से दिल्ली जाना है तो अप्रोक्स 5 घंटा में अपने लोग वहां पे पहुंच जाते हैं। तो जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर रेडी करना अपने लोगों को, हाँ, अगर यहाँ पे परिवर्तन तो होना ही है, यह निश्चित है। हाँ, तो ये परिवर्तन के अंतर्गत अगर अपने लोग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के अंदर रोड का अगर डेवलपमेंट करते हैं और ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में अपने लोग अगर व्यवसाय के लिए जाते हैं तो उसका बहुत लाभ मिलेगा अपने लोगों को। एक बात मैं आपको छोटी सी घटना बताता हूँ। अपने लोगों के पास सभी 4 व्हीलर्स या चलाते हैं, व्हीकल्स चलाते हैं, और एक बहुत अच्छी घटना है जो आप ध्यान दीजिएगा सभी भाइयों से, कि कहीं पे अचानक गाड़ी पंचर हो गई अपनी।
Hello.
I guess there was some technical glitch and he got disconnected. So Gupta ji, we can go further.
Okay. So I think there is Dr. Subhash Sarkar. Will you be speaking for
Yes.
few minutes about West Bengal now, and then we'll have. I'm just talking to Dr. Kailash Vijayvargiya to please join in so that we can start the program with this. So please unmute yourself, and then you are the boss. You can speak a little now, a little later also.
Dr. Gupta, is there anyone who wants to tell something?
Okay, so we are opening the session to any from the audience side. Is there anybody who would like to speak?
Call from the other participants.
Yes. It's open now for anybody who would like to have his heart on for this 2-3 minutes.
Well, we are requesting anyone who want to speak, please raise your hand. There is an option to raise hand at the bottom of your screen. You will get an option to raise hand. You can raise your hand. So at this point of time, I can see Mr. Dhananjay Kondawar. So I'm unmuting you. You can place your question. Yes, Mr. Dhananjay. You can unmute yourself. Mr. Dhananjay. Okay, next, Mr. Somajit Mandal has raised his hand.
Somajit Mandal.
Mr. Somajit Mandal,
Yes.
you will get an option of unmuting yourself on your screen. Mr. Somajit Mandal.
Sure, Mr. Somajit, you unmute yourself and start your video also.
I guess he is not able
Somajit Mandal, unmute himself. Mr. Joy.
Yeah, I have sent him a request to unmute. So he have to actually unmute from his side. Mr. Somajit Mandal. Somajit Mandal, you will get an option of unmuting yourself on your screen. And anyone else who wants to put up a question, they can raise a hand. Like there is no name, but word coming read me, I'm unmuting you. You can see yourself, like you can see your unmute option on your screen also. The name is not coming, but
Redmi, REDMI.
You will get an option.
Yes, Advocate Partho Chakraborty also.
Yeah, Advocate Partho Chakraborty is also there.
नमस्ते. बोलो. हाँ जी, मैं NK मोदी, नीरज कुमार मोदी. एक्चुअली मैं एक सर्विस होल्डर हूँ.
May I speak?
Yes, sir.
May I speak?
Yes. You start.
Okay. Should I mute?
Yes, Mr. Modi.
बोलूं? हाँ, अच्छा, मैं तो एक सर्विस होल्डर हूँ। अभी तो हमने सर डॉक्टर साहब को सुना, उसके बारे में भी बहुत अच्छा लगा कि यहाँ पे जो यहाँ पे सिचुएशन है, उसमें तो ये तो है कि कोविड सिचुएशन है और इसमें हम लोग जितने भी प्रिवेंटिव केयर ले रहे हैं, सारी चीज़ जो भी है, जो अपने में समझ में आता है वही चीज़ ले रहे हैं। इसके अलावा क्या हो रहा है इसके बारे में कुछ बोलना ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं है। दूसरी बात, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का जो बताए ये सर भुतोड़िया सर, ये तो खैर इसमें डेवलपमेंट नहीं होने से तो हमारा सर्विस सेक्टर भी ज़्यादा अच्छा डेवलप नहीं हो सकता है। हम जैसे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से हैं, तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में अभी अगर इंडस्ट्रियल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट नहीं हो तो इसमें तो हमारा जो रेवेन्यू का स्कोप है वो बहुत ज़्यादा श्रिंक हो जाता है, डेवलपमेंट ज़्यादा नहीं हो पाता है, जिसके चलते कि दूसरे तरफ भी जितना ज़्यादा प्रोग्रेस होना चाहिए वो नहीं हो पा रहा है। तो इस चीज़ को थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखना चाहिए कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चरल के साथ साथ हमारा इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट में क्या योगदान रहेगा, ये असल डेवलपमेंट के साथ इस चीज़ पर थोड़ा सा गौर करेंगे तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। धन्यवाद।
আমাদের VK तिवारी दा আছেন। Can you hear me, Mr. VK Tiwari ji? We are expecting some word from you. Yes, unmute Mr. VK Tiwari. Joy.
Yes, sir.
Joy. Please unmute Mr. VK Tiwari ji.
Kailash ji is joining. Kailash ji has joined.
Let us give a thumping receiving. Kailash Vijayvargiya sahab has joined. Hello.
Kailash ji has joined.
Okay, so it is a pleasure again to see Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya Sahab on this panel. He has already joined in our webinar last year during the COVID, but this is a different platform. Hello to Doctors, Part 3, in collaboration with Honorable, as per advice with Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya Ji, in collaboration with Subhash Sarkar and Bengal doctors. So, let us start this program. I cannot see Kailash Ji. Can you see him? Yeah.
Yes, Kailash ji has joined.
Okay, but can he open his video?
Yeah, probably he's getting ready. So you can carry on for a few minutes.
Okay, so I will start the program now with so the topics which have been covered and which will be partially covered will be that I'll be talking about the vision of Honorable Modi ji. And let me share the screen first, the program which is being done already. This is the program which we did. I think you can see the program. So there will be a program, Honorable Kailash ji will speak, and Dr. Subhash Sarkar, who is the Member of Parliament from Bankura, is a very renowned physician and gynecologist and also been a part of this Bengal politics. Dal Kanti Das from Cardiological Society of India will speak. Dr. Shomantu Sarkar has already spoken, and Mr. Sanjay Bhotika has already spoken. So I'll stop this sharing the screen and I start my presentation of vision of very short of 5-10 minutes of vision of Honorable Prime Minister, because all politics and we all are working under his leadership, and we are very happy that we have such a important and charismatic leader amongst us, and under his guidance for the country and by the people is being taken care of. I have a special relationship with Mr. Prashant ji. Only 5 minutes. Sir, to introduce me karna hai. So I have a special relationship. I have been told that I'll be speaking little 5-7 minutes only, and then Honorable Kailash ji will speak. So Modi ji has been a right person, and he's joined. He born in Gujarat, career as tea seller. We have to be proud that he is now the Prime Minister of India. Dream big, aim for the best, workaholic to the core, service beyond self, inclusive growth. Love him or hate him, but you can't ignore him. He has been workaholic. अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. I'll just talk about very few about his quotes. And desire plus stability is resolution. Resolution plus hard work is success. Transforming obstacles into opportunity. This is what he says. Sheer commitment is whatever he does. Welfare to society. Never looking back. And master strategist. As a youngster, he was working as a sadhu also in Himalayas. And he also had given his volunteer for a job railway station during the time when Indo-Pakistan war in 1965. He's a worshipper of goddess Durga and always fast. Famous quotes of hard work never brings fatigue. It brings satisfaction. माना कि अंधेरा घना है लेकिन दिया जलाना कहाँ मना है. माना कि अंधेरा कहाँ घना है लेकिन दिया जलाना कहाँ मना है. We live in the independent world and isolated India is not in our interest. We live in an independent world. Isolated India is not in our interest. डरते तो वो हैं जो अपनी छवि के लिए मरते हैं और मैं तो हिंदुस्तान की छवि के लिए मरता हूँ इसलिए किसी से भी नहीं डरता. डरते तो वो हैं जो अपनी छवि के लिए मरते हैं और मैं तो हिंदुस्तान की छवि के लिए मरता हूँ इसलिए मैं किसी से नहीं डरता. Hard work never gives. Make in India is a successful program under his leadership. I will just name the few and then give it the mic to Honorable Kailash Ji who is waiting. He works as a vision through good governance adapting. He has, it says that less minimum government, maximum governance. This has been his way. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched Sankalp Ki Siddhi and he wants India within 2022 free from poverty, corruption, terrorism, communalism, casteism. Under his leadership, 57,000 crore have been saved from ongoing schemes by adopting good governance. 57,000 crore scheme has been saved. We have sort of many flagship schemes have been launched. Direct benefit transfer, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Jan Suraksha Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana, Atal Pension Yojana, food security for the poor, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, Mission Indradush, Swachh Bharat, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, Stand Up India, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Make in India and housing for the poor. Atmanirbhar Bharat is not a goal, not just a vision, but a well-planned economic strategy to become manufacturing hub. Modi government 2022 aims to make India poverty-free, corruption-free. Self-reliant India mission includes vision for the global welfare. Speed, scale, and spectrum of transforming India. Further development, the planning, development reaching the poorest, ensuring better life for all. Jan Dhan Yojana serving the banking needs for the unbanked. 33 crores people have been benefited. Jan Suraksha Yojana. Swachh Bharat mission brings about a sanitation revolution, ensuring food security for more than 80 crore people. India post-payments plan, boost to financial services. He's not only a world leader for India, we have to be proud that he's a world leader. The world sees a new India. So I'm just finishing my talk and then I will hand over and I will introduce and then I will speak finally in the later part because Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya has to leave, I think, for another meeting. So let me just, I will finish this part of my speech in the later part when the people will be free. Let me just give stop sharing this slide share. And I will start sharing. I have to introduce Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya ji. That's very important. You see, Kailash ji has been a charismatic leader himself. Before he starts speaking, I want to have his privilege and his permission that I want to have a thought process, what Kailash ji has been thinking, how he has been become such a successful leader and leader. So I also have personal relations with since 2009. Doctor Conclave is his idea. Kailash ji is an Indian politician serving as National General Secretary of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Kailash ji entered politics through Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad in 1975. 1975, very senior leader. He became a corporator of the Indore Municipal Corporation in 1983. Maybe even Kailash ji might not be, he will be happy to know that just revising what he has been doing. And a member of Standing Committee in 1985. He has been the State Secretary of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha of the BJP and Indore and the coordinator of State BJP Legal Cell. He became the State Coordinator of Vidyarthi Parishad in 1985, State Vice President of Bharatiya Janata Party Yuva Morcha in 1992, and the National General Secretary of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha and the leader of Gujarat in 1993. Long time back. Vijayvargiya Sahab was elected to the Vidhan Sabha in 1990, 1993, 1998, 2003, 2008, and 2013. Even I did not know when I was looking into the Wikipedia. I was very happy to see all this. He was in charge of BJP Haryana State Assembly election campaign in 2014 when the party registered its first win in the Haryana State Assembly election, taking BJP toll to the, sorry, where is the slide? Slideshow has gone. Sorry, just a minute. Sir, I have to introduce you. It's my pleasure. Just give me 2 minutes more. Which one? Yes. Just few more slides left, because you have been such a important figure for all of us. Yes, in the second cabinet, he was given the portfolio. Vijayvargiya was shown. Yes, National General Secretary Bharatiya Janata Party, as well as National Party leader in West Bengal in 2015. Vijayvargiya Sahab became the first directly elected mayor of the Indore Municipal Corporation in 2000. He was nominated president of the South Asia Mayors Council in 2003 and led the Indian voluntary organization team of the World Earth Summit in Durban, South Africa. He was shown as cabinet minister of Madhya Pradesh government on 8th December 2008 and given portfolios of public works, parliamentary affairs, urban administration and development. He was given a portfolio of religious trust, empowerment, rehabilitation in July. Again joined Babulal Gaur, Council of Ministers, and Public Works Minister in August 2004. He was re-inducted to Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Council of Ministers, on 4th December 2005, and the Public Works, Information Technology and Science Technology Minister. In the second cabinet under Shivraj Singh Chauhan post 2008 election, Vijayvargiya Sahab held portfolios of IT and industry. Third cabinet at post 2003 held the portfolio of urban development. These are few photographs which I want to share with Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya ji, and he is a very nice soul, down-to-earth person. We're always ready to help everybody, and I give now he deserves to be the decorated with the Bharat Award for the true leadership. And this is finally, I tell that of course he is trying to bring Ramraj in West Bengal. So now I stop sharing the slide and I request Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya Sahab to start his thought process and Lakshya Bengal. Thank you very much for joining us and giving us the opportunity to give under your leadership. We are all working and I am trying to support the cause for the Bharatiya Janata Party as a cardiologist and also as a true, worshipper of BJP. Maybe you can start your talk, sir.
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर विवेक गुप्ता, आपने बहुत ज़्यादा तारीफ कर दी, इस लायक मैं नहीं हूँ और आपके कहे शब्दों के अनुसार मैं चलूँ ऐसे मैं कोशिश करूँगा। डॉक्टर सरकार, अमित मालवीय जी और इस वेबिनार में उपस्थित सभी हमारे डॉक्टर फ्रेंड्स, मैं सबसे पहले आपका स्वागत करता हूँ, अभिनंदन करता हूँ। अभी हम लोगों की एक कोर समिति की मीटिंग चल रही है और डॉक्टर विवेक गुप्ता का निर्देश मुझे मिला कि अब भी हॉल ज्वाइन होना है, तो मैं आ गया, पर हम मीटिंग छोड़कर आया हूँ। मीटिंग हमारी अभी चल रही है। डॉक्टर विवेक गुप्ता ने जिस प्रकार बताया कि देश के प्रधानमंत्री सिर्फ देश के ही नहीं है, अब वो दुनिया के नेता है। हमने तो उनको देश का प्रधानमंत्री बनाया था, किंतु उनके नेतृत्व क्षमता ने आज उनको दुनिया का एक सशक्त नेता साबित किया है और हमें गर्व होता है कि वो दुनिया में कहीं पर भी जाते हैं, किसी भी देश में जाते हैं, चाहे अमेरिका हो, चाहे इंग्लैंड हो, चाहे जापान हो, चाहे अफ्रीका हो, चाहे काले लोगों के बीच में जाए, चाहे गोरे लोगों के बीच में जाए, जब मोदी मोदी नारे लगते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कि 130 करोड़ जनता का सम्मान मोदी जी के दुनिया में जाने के बाद होता है। तो ये हम सब के लिए बहुत गौरव की बात है कि हमारे ऐसे देश के प्रधानमंत्री जिन्होंने देश की 130 करोड़ जनता का नाम सारी दुनिया के अंदर सम्मान दिलवाया है। आज उनके नेतृत्व में बंगाल के चुनाव हो रहे हैं। बंगाल में 5 दशक से हम देख रहे हैं हिंसा की राजनीति है। बंगाल में हम 5 दशक से देख रहे हैं कि डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है। बंगाल में हम 5 दशक से देख रहे हैं कि फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन नहीं है। बंगाल में हम 5 दशक से देख रहे हैं कि डेवलपमेंट नहीं है। बंगाल में हम 5 दशक से देख रहे हैं कि वैसा ही बंगाल है, बल्कि और बंगाल में डिटोरेशन हुआ है। यदि हम सिर्फ एक उदाहरण दें कि आज़ादी के वक्त जब भारत का विभाजन हुआ था, भारत स्वतंत्र हुआ था, तब देश की जीडीपी में बंगाल की हिस्सेदारी 2.5% थी, 25%, आज 2.5% है। डिटोरेशन का स्तर देखिए कितना जबरदस्त हो गया। ये बंगाल जो रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर का सोनार बंगाल था, वो सोनार बंगाल अब नहीं रहा। यहाँ पर कोलार बंगला कर दिया। कोल माफियाओं ने आकर पूरे प्रदेश में एक माफिया राज स्थापित कर दिया। कोल माफिया, सैंड माफिया, गोल्ड माफिया, गाय के माफिया, ये माफियाओं का साम्राज्य और उसको सत्ता का संरक्षण। और इसलिए इस बंगाल को बचाना है। बंगाल के संस्कार, बंगाल की संस्कृति, बंगाल की भाषा, बंगाल की कला, बंगाल के साहित्य जिस प्रकार से वंदनीय है, जिस प्रकार से एक चमत्कार करने वाले हैं, वह बंगाल अपनी पहचान खो रहा है। हम सबकी जवाबदारी है कि हम बंगाल को अपनी पहचान दिलाएं, उसकी भाषा को सम्मान दिलाएं, उसकी संस्कृति को सम्मान दिलाएं, उसकी कला को सम्मान दिलाएं, उसके साहित्य को सम्मान दिलाएं। इसलिए एक ऐसी पार्टी की आवश्यकता है, ऐसी सरकार की आवश्यकता है जो इस दिशा में काम करे। हम लोगों का सौभाग्य है कि नरेंद्र मोदी के नेतृत्व में एक अवसर मिल रहा है हमें सरकार बनाने का। आज जब मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ, जब 6 चरणों के चुनाव हो चुके हैं, और मैं दावे से और गंभीरता से कह रहा हूँ कि हमने मैजिक जो नंबर था वो हमने प्राप्त कर लिया। हम सरकार में बहुमत में आ गए हैं। अब 2 चरण के चुनाव बाकी है। इन 2 चरणों में हमें जो हमारा टारगेट है 200, उस टारगेट तक पहुंचना है। और इसलिए आप सबसे निवेदन है, आप डॉक्टर्स हैं, आप सब समाज के बहुत जवाबदार एक व्यक्ति हैं। और जब आप 150 से जब मैं बात करता हूँ तो ऐसा मान के चलता हूँ कि एक डॉक्टर 1000 लोगों के बराबर है। तो ये आप अगर 50 है तो 50,000 लोगों से बात कर रहा हूँ, 100 हैं तो 1 लाख लोगों से बात कर रहा हूँ मैं। क्योंकि चिकित्सक एक समाज के अंदर बहुत जवाबदार व्यक्ति होता है, बड़ा सम्मान है उसका। और ऐसे समय में जब महामारी चल रही है, ऐसे समय में डॉक्टर्स बहुत बिजी हैं, और इस व्यस्त समय में से आप इस वेबिनार में सम्मिलित हुए तो मैं समझ सकता हूँ कि आपकी कितनी व्यस्तता है, पर देश के लिए बहुत जरूरी है। और इसलिए आपसे मैं निवेदन करना चाहता हूँ कि आज बंगाल को बचाना है। बंगाल की आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए बंगाल एक अच्छा प्रदेश बने, जिसमें वो अच्छी तरीके से पढ़ सके, अच्छे तरीके से व्यवसाय कर सके, अच्छी नौकरी प्राप्त कर सके, हिंसा की राजनीति यहाँ से समाप्त हो, माफिया राज समाप्त हो। इसलिए बहुत जरूरी है कि इस बार आपको मैदान में आना चाहिए, समाज के बीच में जाना चाहिए। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हम एक अच्छा बंगाल बना सकें, इस दिशा में आप जरा कंधे से कंधा लगा के हमें मदद करेंगे तो मुझे बहुत प्रसन्नता होगी। मैं क्षमा चाहता हूँ, मैं भी एक मीटिंग छोड़कर आया हूँ, वापस मुझे उस मीटिंग को ज्वाइन करना है। और मैं डॉक्टर विवेक गुप्ता, डॉक्टर सरकार, अमित मालवीय जी, इन सबको धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ और आप सबसे माफी भी मांगता हूँ। मुझे ये मीटिंग छोड़ के जाना पड़ रहा है। एक बार फिर से आपका अभिनंदन करता हूँ और मैं अपेक्षा करता हूँ कि आप सब सोनार बंगला बनाने की दिशा में एक मिशन बनाकर काम करेंगे, यही मैं आपसे अपेक्षा करता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। भारत माता की।
सर एक बात बताना चाह रहा था, ये अभी जो 60-70 people हैं will be joining soon. This will be circulated on Facebook Live. So we have 5,000 people already watching on Facebook, and this will be going on circulation on the YouTube as well as Facebook. So within 2 days, जब तक इलेक्शन के 2 चरण बाकी हैं, I think more than 10,000 people will be already watching this. तो आपके जो वर्ड है, मुझे इतना नहीं पता था कि बंगाल का इतना 25% से 2.5% GDP हो गया है, दिस आई नेवर न्यू। तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आपको नेतृत्व में भाजपा की सरकार, अब की बार भाजपा सरकार।
थैंक यू डॉक्टर, थैंक यू। सभी को नमस्कार।
Dr. Subhash Sarkar Sahab, if you allow me to finish my presentation another 3-4 minutes, and then Dr. Subhash Sarkar will be speaking about his thought process. So I was talking about the vision of our Prime Minister Modi ji, and so I will continue from that area, and then I will finish in next 5 minutes so that we can. So we were talking about the Yuva, harnessing Yuva Shakti, transforming education, furthering empowerment. This has been under leadership of Honorable Prime Minister. Then harnessing Yuva Shakti through self-employment. Self-employment scheme has been initiated by Honorable Prime Minister, augmenting the arena of skill development and vocational training, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Then furthering sports or sportsmanship, Khelo India. This has been started by Honorable Prime Minister. Women empowerment. He has given already very important thought process and support and push to the women empowerment, realizing India's full potential through women-led development, facilitating well-being of expectant mothers. Very important. Women development to women-led development. You see, very important. From women development to women-led development. So this is through Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana. 5.85 crore women have got LPG connections. 8 crore women have benefited, extended to all left out poor families, designed to improve lives of women by abolishing consumption of healthy and fuels. Supplementing skills and supply capital of Nari Shakti. This scheme provides collateral-free loans to entrepreneurs. Collateral-free loans. More than 74% of beneficiaries are women. Securing women against violence. Ordinance on death penalty for rapists. Provision of death penalty for the rape of girl child under 12 years. This has been brought by Modi government. Women-led development. Promoting social empowerment for women. Putting women preference given to women in Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, passport rules relaxed for single mothers. Historic pay hike for Anganwadi workers. Pay hike for Anganwadi workers. This has been done by Honorable Modi ji government. Empowering Asha workers with benefit package. Empowering Asha workers with benefit package. Social justice, very important here. Unwavering commitment to social justice has been one of the prime idea of Honorable Prime Minister. Fulfilling aspirations through social inclusion. Fulfilling aspiration through social inclusion. Accessible India, accomplished India. Converting at least 50% of all government buildings in the national capital, which should be becoming fully accessible. Setting the stage for social empowerment. Rights for the Person with Disabilities Act. Rights with the Person with Disabilities Act has been started, initiated by Honorable Prime Minister. Leaving no stone unturned for justice. For justice, strongest amendment to SC and SC Act. No stone unturned for justice, strongest amendments. Connecting young India to Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, who wrote the Constitution of India. Connecting young India to Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Health is wealth. Building a healthy India. It has been again another vision. Building a healthy India. Ayushman Bharat scheme, one of the most flagship scheme after Obama Healthcare, which was initiated by the President of USA. It is bigger than Ayushman Bharat, is bigger than Obama Healthcare. PM Jan Arogya Yojana for the universal health coverage, providing 5 lakhs rupees per family per year as a insurance given to the poor people. Ayushman Bharat, very important. Ensuring good health for the mother and child. Poshan Abhiyan to ensure first of its kind initiative launched to tackle malnutrition through multimodal intervention. Target to reduce malnutrition through coverage, convergence, use of technology and targeted approach. Ensuring affordable and quality health care. Affordable and quality, both. It's not easy to have a quality. I work in Apollo Hospital, Delhi. If you want to give quality healthcare, affordability is always suppressed. But he says ensuring affordability and quality healthcare, providing free dialysis service to poor and subsidized services. 497 dialysis units have been made operational, nearly 25 lakhs dialysis. Eliminating disease one dose at a time. Mission Indradhanush completed 5-day phases covering 551 districts. Standardization of allied healthcare professionals. I am a doctor, so I'm proud to see that all these things have been initiated by standardization of allied healthcare workers. Infrastructure development, new roads, new infrastructure for New India, building homes, nurturing teams, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, urban transformation through smart cities, more roads and highways, greater transformation. All this has been achieved during the last 7 years, 3 years still left. The expansion of national highways, railways development on the track. More than 7,600 kilometers of track has been developed between 1909 to 14, and you see from 14 to 18, 9,500 kilometers have been done in 4 years, and this has been the achievement in the last Sarkar of Modi ji. Infrastructure for New India, promoting affordable air travel, harnessing inland water to boost connectivity, thrust to environment-friendly and cheaper fuel, 100% electrification of broad gauge routes of Indian Railways, 100% electrification. This is infrastructure for the development. Significant step taken to Clean Ganga mission. This is Varanasi Ghat where he's sitting. 254 projects worth 24,000 crores sanctioned under Namani Ganj Ganga Yojana. Accelerated growth to fulfill aspiration of 130 crore Indian. Accelerated growth for 134 crore. Accelerating growth. Resurgence of economy. Banking reforms fueling the next wave of growth. Ease of compliance, ensuring labor welfare. GST enhancing ease of doing business and ease of living. Enhancing growth, simplicity and transparency with GST. GST has been a very important, which has got growth enhancement and simplicity and transparency. India leading mobile manufacturing. Strong macroeconomic fundamentals define India. India becomes a global growth engine. India transforms and the world applauds. That's why India is now taken as one of the most fastest developing country. India's significant jump in ease of doing business ranking. India's growth gathers a new momentum. Manufacturing growth gathers new momentum under GVA, accelerated growth. Growth rate of sale and commercial vehicles gather new momentum. PM unveiled 12 key initiative for the growth of MSME initiative, accelerating port-led development in the last 4 years, eliminating corruption. What he has done to do that? Eliminating corruption, institutionalization, honesty, enhancing transparency. This has been the stringent actions against corruption and black money, enabling legislation of amendments to curb the corruption, enabling legislation to curb the corruption, enabling, chronism out, cleanness in, chronism out, cleanness in. This has been his work. Tribunals for the speedy disposal of cases under Benami Property Act. Tribunals for the speedy disposal of cases under Benami Act. Transforming India. Unprecedented speed and scale in transforming the nation. Express speed, unprecedented speed, this I think I've covered. Development, historic transformation of tax structure ushered in a spectacular pace. Tax structure, new momentum for New India, new paradigms in financial crisis. Powering a billion aspirations. Saubhagya Yojana, 25 states achieve 100% household electrification. 25 states achieve 100% household electrification. 2.39 crore unelectrified household electrified since October 2017. An emphatic increase in tax compliance, unprecedented scale of transformation in telecom state, ensuring universal broadband connectivity. Growth of IT returns filed in last 4 years has been tremendous. Higher tax compliance over last 3 assessment years. Demonetization, boost formalization of economy. Delivering long-stuck project at express speed. Hard work never brings fatigue. Again, Modi ji has made 109 foreign trips, visiting 60 countries. People sometimes criticize, but this is his energy level that he has visited so many places and bringing pride to India. Garibi, finally, 8 special vision. Finally, 8 special vision of Honorable Prime Minister. Garibi se mukt, samriddhi se yukt, free from poverty, full from prosperity. Bhavdev se mukt, samanta se yukt, free from discrimination, filled with equality. And anyay se mukt, nyay se yukt, free from injustice, ensconced in justice. Gandagi se mukt, swachhata se yukt, free from squalor, covered with cleanliness. Bhrashtachar se mukt, pardeshta se yukt, free from corruption, complete with transparency. Berozgari se mukt, rozgari se yukt. This is his thought process. Special vision, free from unemployment, enriched with employment. Mahila utpidan se mukt, stress, stri samman se yukt, free from atrocities against women, full with respect for women. Nirasha se mukt, this is most important. Don't get disappointed. Nirasha se mukt, asha se yukt, free from despondency, full of hope. Despite this pandemic, we have to be full of hope. कुछ बंगाल के लिए उन्होंने 5 बड़ी बातें बताई हैं. बंगाल ने 10 साल ममता जी की आस की लेकिन निर्ममता मिली. ममता जी की आस की लेकिन निर्ममता मिली. बंगाल में परिवर्तन नहीं, लेफ्ट का नया जीवन हुआ. हिंसा, हमले और भ्रष्टाचार का पुनर्जन्म हुआ. भारत माता की जय किनारे से दीदी नाराज होती हैं. दीदी आपदा से भी राजनीतिक अवसर ढूंढती हैं, आपदा में भी राजनीतिक अवसर ढूंढती है. बंगाल ने बीजेपी की सरकार बनाने का मन बना लिया है. और जैसा कि कैलाश जी ने बताया कि सरकार ऑलरेडी बन चुकी है, वो तो 200 का टारगेट. बीजेपी सरकार बनी तो असल परिवर्तन आएगा. बंगाल में पहली कैबिनेट में केंद्र योजनाएं लागू होंगी. पश्चिम बंगाल में भी डबल इंजन की सरकार होगी. अब बुआ भतीजावाज की सरकार को हटाने का मन बना लिया है. I would like to give, if Subhash Sarkar ji allows me, this is a song of Bhakti Sangeet, which is, if I can play, I don't know, it's not playing, it doesn't matter. So finally, Prime Minister Modi, let me see if it can play. No, it's not playing. So finally, Modi ji is a true global leader, and I hope and I pray and I'm very sure he should be receiving Nobel Peace Prize in future by the Nobel Award Committee in Stockholm in Sweden. Finally, राम राज उटोपिया, ये हम लोग चाहते हैं. मैं लखनऊ का रहने वाला हूँ, अयोध्या पास में ही है. भगवान राम का सबका आशीर्वाद है. राम राज का मतलब है कि फ्री ऑफ करप्शन, फुल ऑफ ऑनेस्टी, आपको ताला लगाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़े. और उटोपिया इज ए पोएटिक वर्ड फ्रॉम इंग्लिश पोएट्री व्हिच मींस ऑल इज वेल. ऑल इज वेल मींस सब कुछ ठीक है, विच इज ए हाइपोथेटिकल वर्ड, क्योंकि कुछ ना कुछ परेशानियां तो रह ही जाएंगी. लेकिन जब उटोपिया का मैंने इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन गूगल में ढूंढा, विच आई डिड नॉट नो, तो उसमें रामराज लिखा था. तो मैंने, उटोपिया इज ए वेरी गुड वर्ड विच आई बीन यूजिंग फॉर लास्ट 20 years, बट अभी रामराज की बात अभी आई है. तो उटोपिया को मैंने गूगल में सोचा कि गूगल, लेट मी सी व्हाट उटोपिया मींस. उटोपिया इज ए पोएटिक वर्ड फ्रॉम इंग्लिश डिक्शनरी व्हिच मींस ऑल इज वेल, हेल्थ इज वेल, लाइफ इज वेल, नो करप्शन, कोई बीमारी नहीं, सब तरफ खुशहाली. इट्स ए हाइपोथेटिकल वर्ड. लेकिन जब उटोपिया का गूगल ट्रांसलेशन देखा, उसमें लिखा था रामराज. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I now hand over this mic to Dr. Subhash Sarkar, who can now start talking about his thought process. ये तो पक्की बात है कि ये जो डॉक्टर्स सुन रहे हैं, जितने भी पार्टिसिपेशन हैं, ये सर्कुलेट होगा, and within 3 days it will be reaching to more than 10,000 people. Or this is already going Facebook Live, and this is also on the Facebook Live Indians in Paris. Although Paris के लोग यहाँ पे नहीं आएंगे, लेकिन a message should go that लक्ष्य बंगाल जो सुभाष सरकार साहब ने सोचा है, वो उसका अचीवमेंट होने वाला है. Now I request Honorable Subhash Sarkar Sahab to whether he speaks himself or he would like somebody else to speak in between.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta, and many other renowned persons who has joined in this meeting. And few minutes back, Mr. Kailash Vijayvargiya, our honorable leader of Bharatiya Janata Party, he came amongst us and gave a fine talk and directions for us. Actually, the situation of Bengal, it is known to all of you. And the Bengal BJP, what they have taken the decision in our manifesto, we have written, and possibly all the people who have joined here, you have already come to know. Only few things I will tell, then I will finish within a very short time, because already 1 hour 15 minutes over. And
सर आप बच्चा आपका बोलना मुझे सुनना है, मैं चाहता हूं आप लंबा बोले. सर यू शुड स्पीक, आप दिल की बात बोले, क्योंकि फेसबुक लाइव भी जा रहा है, 5,000 लोग सुन रहे हैं और आगे भी सुनेंगे.
सुनिए ना, बहुत तो समय बहुत हो गया ना. तो अमित जी आए, he has joined, अमित मालविया जी, मिस्टर विवेक गुप्ता, अमित
मैं उनको फोन कर रहा हूं, he said he will be joining. मैं उनसे पूछता हूं जरा, अभी 2 मिनट में. I'm just talking to him.
ये ना ज्यादा लंबा समय हो जाएगा तो सारे लोगों के जॉइन रहने में प्रॉब्लम होता है.
So I'm just talking to Amit Malviya Sahab and let you know.
We have considered all parts of the human life, considering the infrastructure and mainly the transparent administration, which has become the cost, the intransparency, and the politicalization of the administration and criminalization of the administration has created a major problem in West Bengal. And that's why the entrepreneurs could not come here. First of all, we will make transparent administration. This is very important. And no police posting will be done by the political leaders, it's sure. Number 2, in the industry, there is the ease of doing business. किसी को कुछ परमिट लेना, किसी को कुछ लाइसेंस लेना, इसमें सभी स्तर में पैसा देना, ये नहीं चलेगा. That will be taken over. And in the Chief Minister's office, there will be in another section through which anybody can do a complaint, and that will be shot out immediately. At the same time, for the women, we have reserved 33% job. We know in India, our Prime Minister Modi ji has done so many things for the women. The first is the triple talaq, उन्होंने रद्द किया. दूसरा है, अब देखिए, जो फाइटर प्लेन है ना, उसमें भी एक women can be in the फाइटर प्लेन चलाने भी उसको अलाउ कर दिया. ये सारे विषय है. इसके साथ साथ शिक्षा in the education field. Education field from KG to PG, all girl child will be covered with free of cost. And usually what we find that in the college admission, that there is a enormous corruption. even the gundas of Trinamool, they told them, they took money from the students, and even for the girl students, what they offered, you have not money, but you have your body, you can place this. And our chief minister, being a woman, she has tolerated it. It is known to everyone that Mamata Banerjee should go. I think everyone is aware about it. And within the 6th phase of election, we are 100% sure that हमारे जो 148 होना चाहिए, ये हम क्रॉस कर दिया. 148, we have more than 148. We are going to get within this 6th phase चुनाव. अभी 2 चुनाव बाकी है, 2 फेज के चुनाव. ये 2 फेज के चुनाव के लिए आपके पास मेरा कुछ निवेदन है. और वो निवेदन के पहले मैं आपको एक कहानी सुनाऊंगा. देखिए, मध्य प्रदेश में सीपी जोशी एक कांग्रेस की एक बड़ी लीडर था. और 2008 के चुनाव में सारे प्रदेश में ये तय हो गया कि सीपी जोशी, कांग्रेस जीतेगा तो सीपी जोशी विल बी द चीफ मिनिस्टर. और तो बाद में क्या हुआ, सारे प्रदेश में बहुत अच्छा माहौल बन गया था. सीपी जोशी इज द चीफ मिनिस्टर, सीपी जोशी विल बी द चीफ मिनिस्टर, सीपी जोशी विल बी द चीफ मिनिस्टर. उनका बहुत पॉपुलैरिटी था. जब रिजल्ट निकले तो क्या देखा जाएगा, सीपी जोशी lost his election by only 1 vote. By only 1 vote. And after that, जो सारे जो मैटर्स उसको पता करें तो क्या देखें कि उनके पत्नी वोट डालने में नहीं गए. उनके और 3-4 रिश्तेदार सारे चुनाव में इतना बिजी था, सभी को वोट डालने के लिए ले गए, लेकिन खुद वोट डालने का समय उनका नहीं मिला और उन्होंने 1 वोट में चुनाव लॉस किया. और जिसने चुनाव जीता उनका नाम है कल्याण सिंह. तो उसने क्या किया, उनको 5 वोट था. तो शहर में 5 वोट था और गांव में भी 5 वोट था. तो उनको वो जो 5 रिश्तेदार उस शहर में भी वोट डाल दिया, गांव में भी वोट डाल दिया. और ये सारे बात बाद में पता चला तो हाईकोर्ट में केस हो गया. केस चला लंबे 6 इयर्स. और जब 6 इयर्स के बाद इसके विरुद्ध में राय घोषणा हुआ, इसी के अंदर 6 साल के अंदर क्या हुआ, कल्याण सिंह ने 2 बार एमएलए बन गया. यह है स्थिति. तो इसके कारण मेरा आप सबको निवेदन, 26 का चुनाव 1 दिन बाकी है, ओनली 1 डे. इसी 1 डे में आप सबको मेरा निवेदन, आपके मोबाइल में जितने कॉन्टैक्ट्स है, इस सब के अंदर आपको पता है अभी कहां कहां चुनाव है 6 फेज में. तो चुनाव क्षेत्रों के जो है उसको फोन करना और बताना चाहिए इस बार बंगाल के चुनाव ये स्वाधीनता के आंदोलन के जैसे चुनाव होता है ना, फ्रीडम फाइटिंग, बंगाल के फ्रीडम के लिए लड़ाई, बंगाल की असल परिवर्तन. हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी कहा असल परिवर्तन के लिए लड़ाई. तो ये बात बोलना चाहिए और सीधा बोलना चाहिए. कमल फूल में बटन दबाना, ये आपको सबके मैं निवेदन करता हूं. और जो 29 चुनाव इसके बीच में और 4 days है। ये 4 days में आप सबको कम से कम 4 घंटा फोन लगाइए, प्लीज प्लीज। और आपके पास जो आएगा उसको भी बताइए, ये करना चाहिए दादा, हमको अच्छे से जीना चाहिए। हमारे जो परिवार, हमारे जो लड़का, हमारे जो पोता, इसको हम बंगाल में रहने देना चाहिए। तो बंगाल को इस बार परिवर्तन होना चाहिए, तुष्टीकरण बंद होना चाहिए, घुसपैठिया बंद होना चाहिए, तब हम बंगाल को रख सकते। नहीं, कहाँ जाएगा? बहुत सारे लोग हमारे आधा हिस्से से तो इधर आ गए। और ये भी कुछ हो जाए तो हमको क्या झारखंड जाना पड़ेगा, क्या उड़ीसा जाना पड़ेगा? कहाँ जाएंगे हम? ये नहीं हो सकता। आज सारा भारत जागृत है। और ये बंगाल का, इस बार बंगाल की चुनाव केवल बंगाल की चुनाव नहीं, ये भारत की सुरक्षा की चुनाव। ये हम सबको बताना चाहिए। प्लीज ऑल डॉक्टर, समस्त ডাক্তার বাবু যারা আছেন, বিশিষ্ট মানুষেরা আছেন, সবাই দয়া করে এই কদিন নিজের কল যত কন্ট্যাক্টস আছে সেই কন্ট্যাক্টস দেখে ফোন করুন। সারা দিনে যাদের সঙ্গে আপনি মিলিত হবেন তাদেরকে বলুন, এবং তাদেরকেও বলুন, you make it this message, follow this message to the GP series। और कुछ आप क्रिएशन बना सकते हैं। आपको जो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में है ना, इस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में दिन में 2 स्टेटस डाल दीजिए। এবার আসল পরিবর্তন, লক্ষ্য সোনার বাংলাতে আসল পরিবর্তন। To save us, to save our family, to save our offsprings, we should cast your vote for the Kamal। ये 3-4 प्रकार के बना के अपने जो व्हाट्सएप के स्टेटस में दीजिए, सबको पता चल जाएगा। साहस करके दीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। इस बार तृणमूल नहीं आएगा, आई एम 100% श्योर। उसका भाषा बदल गया। अब पुलिस के साथ बात करिए, पुलिस भी समझता है तो इस बार परिवर्तन आने वाला है और भाजपा की सरकार बनेगा। सभी पुलिस अधिकारी का परिवर्तन हो गया, सभी जो सरकारी अधिकारी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन परिवर्तन हो गया, उसका एटीट्यूड्स। तो प्लीज हम जो हमारे विचार के साथ है, तो विचार के साथ कोई डर नहीं है, एकदम बोलना चाहिए, सीधा बात सीधा तरीका से बोलना चाहिए। आपको सबको नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू डॉक्टर सुभाष सरकार। आपने भी कहा है कि सरकार बन चुकी है और आपके यहाँ चेंज बहुत जरूरी है। मैं तो कलकत्ता जाता हूँ तो अपने रिश्तेदारों से मिलता हूँ। I find that most of the business people are actually very much worried. They are not having enough chances. Dr. Mrinal Kanti Das has joined, who is a immediate past president of Cardiological Society of India, and I will request him to please unmute himself and start his talk. And he will be talking about a little medical part, which is very important. That COVID, how COVID can be actually tackled in this second wave, which is a very important problem for the whole country, not only West Bengal, but not only Delhi, but for the whole country. So welcome Dr. Mrinal Kanti Das, my personal friend, a very astute cardiologist, clinical and interventional, very active in Cardiological Society of India, also the immediate past president of Cardiological Society of India, which has more than 5,000 members across India. Welcome Dr. Das, please have your thought process for another 5-7 minutes, how to tackle COVID during this pandemic, which is now second wave, and we are worse than America, which was there during that time when we used to do. He was a partner in our all webinars earlier with America and Italy and France and many other European countries during the wave 1. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Vivek Gupta, who is a very close friend of mine, and also Dr. Subhash Sarkar, who beautifully presented the present scenario in our locality, that is the state of Bengal. And you know, the change is the crux of life. There must be change for betterment. We must adapt to the changes. And with this, of course, we should not be swayed by the sort of flamboyance. We should be very much level-headed, and we should have our control over the system, not only from health point of view, from every point of view. And with that background, I'll just talk a few lines on COVID-19 infection, which is prevalent all across the world, is in a pandemic fashion, and especially so in our country, that is India. May I share the screen? Dr. Gupta, may I share the screen? Would you allow me to share the screen?
Dr. Joy, can you please allow him to share the screen? Mr. Joy, are you there?
Yeah, now Mr. Das can share. He has got option, I guess, at the bottom of the screen of share.
Yes. Can you see my first slide?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see that.
Yes. As you know that COVID-19, in fact, it has possibly changed to COVID-20 because of the change mutation that has happened recently across the world, and India is also facing the same kind of mutants in the second wave, and then prevention is always a better option for for any kind of disease which is prevalent on Earth, and COVID-19 is equally important like this. But what has happened that as compared to the last year, this year, the mutant variation or the new variation that has happened in the corona infection, it has surged much more, in a more severe way. As you can see from the slides that almost it has touched 3 lakh cases in last 7 days as compared to 1 lakh cases in last September, October. Now, this has not only happened in terms of the infection, it has also affected the mortality. And there are certain states which have been much more affected than others, and Maharashtra tops the list with almost 4.16 million total cases and 63,000 deaths overall. And the other list is, of course, shown here, and Bengal is not lagging. But since there is an election process, so we are possibly not having the correct figure right now, but our hospitals are mostly full with the various, the cases of corona right now. But what is actually important for prevention, I'll definitely come to the fact, the various common aspects of prevention. But before that, this vaccine is a very important part which has actually given or has affected the whole process of corona infection to some extent. It's a very important observation that once the vaccination was taken into account, that we have come out with a vaccination which is really successful from a range of 70 to 90% or 95%, then people possibly got more reluctant, especially in the suburbs and the rural areas where it was much less. But now they have been more affected as it was happening with the urban population. And on the top of that, since the infection has affected in such a bigger way, but vaccination had not been so, as you can see that only 1.4% of the total population could be covered till 22nd April. So naturally, the vaccination has been yet to come forward as a preventive measure, at least for this time, that is the second wave. Now, so for the various aspects of prevention is concerned, most of the things are known to all of us, especially who are dealing with cases of infection and infective disorders or other endemic situations. Now, isolation, testing, contact tracing, physical distancing, on reducing transmission of SARS-CoV-2 in different settings. They have got mathematical modeling study, and there is no doubt of that these are very, very effective, not only mathematically, but also literally. And similarly, after the infection has increased and more of the knowledge have actually percolated down to the population, the self-imposed preventive measures have been taken care of by most of the people as well as in the hospitals. And the self-imposed prevention measures has got actually given more leads in the first episode of Corona, that is in 2020. That has actually that was published in a paper which was the PMCID, and that showed that the concluding remarks showed that the self-imposed preventive measures were very, very remarkable in terms of reducing the infection. Now, these are common perceptions and regarding the standard precautions, a set of practices that are applied to the care of patients regardless of the state of infection, whether it is suspected or confirmed, in any place where health services are provided. These are hand hygiene, use of personal protective equipment. Mind it, PPE is not the PPE kit only. There are other equipment, as I'll talk to you later on. These are very, very important. And respiratory hygiene, self-injection. Self-injection practice is very important because if you are involving some other person for your self-injection like insulin and all, then actually you are enhancing the chance of cross-infection. And definitely the sterilization and disinfection of the various medical devices and environment are very, very important. Now, these are some of the personal protective equipment like hand gloves, then eye protection, then the headgears, and of course the PPE gown, which are very, very important. But most important part is the hand care or hand hygiene, which can be taken care of by the standard hygienic methods, by properly washing, and thereby we can control the infection to a very, very significant level. Now, these are some of the aspects: contact precaution, droplet precaution, and airborne precaution, which are very much well known to you. I want to re-emphasize that you'll have to follow all these points very ritually. And these were some of the thought process that how an infection in COVID-19 could proceed forward with the droplet nuclei were airborne, and there were a lot of confusions whether it is an airborne disease or it is a contact mediated disease. But later on, it was proved beyond doubt that it had the airborne mediation was having some effect. Because the airborne droplets actually ultimately fell on some grounds which actually were touched by fingers or some parts of our body, and ultimately we came in contact with the nose or oral cavity, and ultimately that could give the infection. And the general principles are, of course, the hand hygiene, as I have told, remove and replace if necessary any damaged or broken part of the PPE, and remove all PPE as soon as possible, and discard all items of PPE carefully, and perform hand hygiene immediately afterwards. And these can actually take care of the most of the problems. I can't move my slides anymore, but let me continue with the whole thing, even if there are no slides. That basically we'll have to give emphasis on the prevention aspects because of the infrastructure regarding the availability of beds. You see, in the last 1 year, we could not develop adequate number of the beds that are given, that are supposed to be given for say 1.3 billion people. That has not happened. Now, since that could not happen, what barely minimum things we can do, that we can take all the precautionary measures. We should encourage everyone that we should take precautionary measures in terms of using hand care, social distancing, and you know, the various kind of other hygienic methods, and of course using the mask and personal hygiene, and all these. If we take care of all these, even now in the second wave of corona, we can do better than better. Now, very interestingly, though I have given at the very beginning the statistical part that 3 lakh infection has been there, but the mortality is somewhat less. Why? Because our knowledge has actually increased over a period of last 1 year, and we can take various cares in terms of the you know, the hypoxemia, then cardiac failure, then tachyarrhythmias, then shock, and all these things. And we have better availability with the ventilators, various kind of ventilators or non-invasive ventilators. And naturally, we are better even if the number is increasing. But we should not be afraid of corona, because corona is a mind game, and that mind game will have to be won with the mind only. And if we can shake off our negative thoughts or negative vibes, then that positive vibes will have the supremacy over the negative vibes, will have our immunity increased, and definitely the work schedule and walking schedule and exercises along with the personal care will give you much more immunity, and some amount of vitamins or immune boosters might give some better results. And as you know, some of the some inhalations like the steam inhalations and all this, and adequate hydration, adequate taking of water, and adequate taking of salt, and all this will give you much more better condition so that you can fight the disease better. In fact, we are going to fight the disease better, even if the second wave is coming in a very, very big way, and will be definitely winning the corona sooner than later. Thank you very much for patient hearing.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. M.K. Das Saab, to give a very nice presentation. You can stop sharing your screen. And hello, can you please stop sharing the screen? Yes, yes, yes. So we are reaching almost at the end of the program, but I think if you don't mind, I have a very important small message from our friend Anu Malik ji, which was played in the last one, but I thought that if there is a 1 minute, 2 minutes time, so I would like to play that. I would share the screen before I invite other people who would like to speak at this end of this program. I will just share that. Yes, this is a very nice message from our friend, so I thought I would share it. Just 1 minute, फिर बंद करते हैं इसको. Just 1 minute.
Gupta ji, we are seeing a list of files of your system. There is no video playing. You need to play the
video playing?
No.
Okay, there is no video playing?
No.
Oh, just okay. Let me just try again. Otherwise, forget about this. Just let me try again. Otherwise, we'll forget about this, and then we'll have a. I don't know whether Mr. Amit Pale Sahab has joined or not. Let me try to share again. Can you see the video now?
No. Actually,
Okay,
we
now?
are list of files of a system. That's
Okay, so leave it. We forget. Okay, so I think there's something wrong.
Dr. Gupta, now it needs to conclude. If Dr.
Okay, let us conclude this now.
Not coming. And
Okay, so I have stopped sharing. I have stopped.
Dr. Gupta, please.
I have stopped sharing. Yes, I have stopped sharing.
Will tell something. And Dr. M.K. Dash has completed. দাদা আপনি কি কমপ্লিট করেছেন? আচ্ছা ঠিক থ্যাংক ইউ
Anybody else who would like to speak something regarding this cardio or COVID political platform? Anybody from the people who are joined? Okay, I think Doctor, I would give a concluding remark before. Subhash Sarkar Sahab, please conclude. Give your concluding remark from your side, and then I'll conclude the whole program.
No, you please conclude the whole program, and then give me a vote of thanks. If Mr. B.K. Tiwari wants to tell something, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, please let him ask. Let him unmute himself. He should unmute.
Hey, Joy, B.K. Tiwari,
Okay.
unmute karo.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Actually, I'm first of all, I must thank our Dr. Subhash Sarkarji. I know him for several years, and he gave me this opportunity to be here to listen to Vijayvargiya ji and Dr. Gupta and several other, including our Dr. Sarkarji. Well, I have been last 20 years. I'm associated with the Samaj Seva Bharati of West Bengal and state, as well as I have traveled all the districts of West Bengal. I have visited about 400 villages, and I have gone to farmers close to them, and I have seen that the plight of the farmers. So I can tell you, because I am an agricultural engineer and I have done several machines and equipment, as well as the ideas which we have at IIT Kharagpur, and we are planning that if really there is a change, let us hope there will be a change with all confidence and blessings of the people of this state. If there is a change, I think what is important is the villages, the education part. I am associated with them. The water security in the villages. The water is a very scarce commodity. I have traveled and I can tell you. The water is essential. We must see that water reaches to every house, good quality water, because we have also tested that some of the water which they are taking is not good. So in the district of Jhargram and Paschim Mednipur, I have visited very closely, and I can tell you that this is requirement. Secondly, the women who have passed class 10 and 12, we should try to see that they look after the some of the ideas. For example, they can talk about the education of the young children, which we are doing for last several years in the Samaj Seva Bharati. We would like that they should be empowered, and they should empower the whole village. And if possible, we should be in a position to also give them some sort of a self-help group, either in the form of beekeeping or in the form of soil testing infrastructure, which is very small, which we can give. I have given several trainings in our rural development center here during 2018-19, and we have also given training to young unemployed youth of the villages. We have plans that we would like to train these villagers for vermicomposting, for farm operation and maintenance of farm machinery, and also the seed net cultivation. We have in fact, we have at IIT Kharagpur, we have trained about 11,000 farmers for the drip irrigation, and the government of West Bengal, whether they acknowledge or not, IIT Kharagpur's West Agricultural and Food Department has contributed significantly in the growth of the mechanization in the state of West Bengal and irrigation portion which they have. Whether they do it, whether they acknowledge or not, but I can tell you, we have done it, we have records. And we have created many Atmanirbhar young entrepreneurs also. We would like that if everything goes in favor, we would like that we should continue this and increase more and more number of employed unemployed youth from the villages, men and women, and see that education is taken care of. Education, the health, and the skill development. We have also planned for some of the skills to be developed, which can be done, and because of which the local industries which are there in the West Bengal, particularly in Jhargram and the West Manipur districts, these people could be employed for those things. So I think this is a plan which we have. Let us hope for the best and the blessings of all the people, including all the doctors. I can see I'm very happy. I have also with the NMO, I think some of the doctors I know, I've told to all the districts, as I told, and many people are known to me. I think we can work together and really think of Sonar Bangla. In fact, we are thinking of this Laksh Sonar Bangla is the one which we have to consider and see that every village, I can know the problems in the villages, and I can tell you we have to look after them. See that young children who are deprived of education, deprived of healthcare, this should be taken. We have conducted several health camps also. I'm in touch with several doctors, and I can tell you through that we feel so bad that just for the good quality water, these people are suffering, including the men and the young children and the women. So this is what I just wanted to do, my feelings, because last 20 years I'm associated in various areas of villages in the West Bengal. That's why I wanted to share with you. Thank you, Sarkarji, for giving me this opportunity. I'm happy that Dr. Vivek Gupta has enlisted all that our great Prime Minister has done, and we are proud of him. Let us hope that there will be change under his leadership, and all of you. Best of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Tiwari, who has spoken really a big, full of heart thought process about his thing. And thank you, Dr. Sarkar, for allowing him to join. Before, I think now this is time to conclude. And there was one media person who wanted to join, but he left. And before I give the vote of thanks, I just again give me one slide to share. This is important slide. माना कि अंधेरा घना है, माना कि अंधेरा घना है, लेकिन दिया जलाना कहाँ मना है. This is very true during the pandemic time. And the second last one, जो इनकी दिल की बात है, डरते तो वो हैं जो अपनी छवि के लिए मरते हैं, डरते तो जो हैं वो हैं जो अपनी छवि के लिए मरते हैं, और मैं तो हिंदुस्तान की छवि के लिए मरता हूं, इसलिए किसी से मैं डरता नहीं हूं. So this is, I'm stopping the slide share. Once again, a heartfelt thanks to Honorable Prime Minister for giving this opportunity, because under his guidance, Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya ji has given the opportunity to talk to doctors. To summarize, I'm thankful to Dr. Subhash Sarkar Sahab for giving his time and his thought process that let us do this virtual. If we were planning to make it physical in somewhere in the Grand Oberoi, but it was not technically possible. I think this virtual program has been more successful because this is going into Facebook Live, and YouTube Live will go, and in 3 days it will percolate to more than 10,000 to 1 lakh people. I'm thankful to all other panelists, including Dr. Brilan Kanti Das, who spoke about COVID time. This is a real problem which we are facing for the beds and oxygen. The numbers are overwhelming, and all the healthcare system, whatever, if it was America or Italy or France, it would have collapsed. Even we are still working under the pressure. Then I'm thankful to Dr. Somnath Sarkar Sahab, who spoke initially, and all those people who attended this program. And once again, heartfelt thanks once again to Dr. Subhash Sarkar Sahab, whom I did not know for a long time. I'm very blessed that now we are friends. And he has been a medical doctor, gynecologist, having a hospital, now serving the society. West Bengal clearly need change, because I was not initially involved too much of politics of Bengal. And the thinking is like this, that this change of 5 years, which will be very soon announced on 2nd of May. And I feel that by that time, the corona fear will not be that much. And I would like to attend the oath ceremony, at least along with Mr. Subhash Sarkar Sahab. Once again, thanks to everybody. And my brother Ashish Gupta has just joined, but it's almost the end of the session. And I hope my talk, and I especially liked the talk of Dr. Subhash Sarkar, but Kailash ji told his heart about Bengal. वो 3-4 साल से बंगाल में जो जूझ रहे हैं, उनको सारी बातें पता हैं कि किस तरह से बंगाल को कैसे ठीक किया जाए. It is actually the vision of the Prime Minister कि पूरे देश को कैसे ठीक किया जाए. Then you can only make changes by bringing your own government. You cannot impose anybody to do something. So when the government of BJP will be coming in most of the states, which is already there, then only India will become the world leader, in which we feel, and very soon we'll be out of this pandemic also. Thank you once again. Dr. Subhash Sarkar, would you like to speak a final word, or we finish it off?
No. Okay.
Okay, so thank you once again, and I'm thankful to Joy Malik and also Mr. Amit Malviya, who gave this permission, and under the leadership of Subhash Sarkar and Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya ji. But the team of the BJP, which has given the platform of Zoom. But again, Dr. Subhash Sarkar and Dr. Honorable Kailash Vijayvargiya thought, let it be virtual. And I'm very, very happy, although I was a little tense that how it will work out. Although we have done so many webinars, but not a political webinar like this. It has worked out as a political COVID webinar, medical also, for doctors only. It has worked out very well, and I'm thankful to you, and thanks to everybody who has joined in. We may be doing another webinar, maybe after post-victory. Dr. Subhash Sarkar will do once again another webinar post-victory. That will be very good. And then, thank you so much. We end the session now. Thank you. We'll have a good dinner. Bon appetit, French word to have a good dinner. Bon appetit. Bon appetit is a French word. You have a good dinner. I was working in France, so I know.
Virtual dinner. We're taking it.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this Zoom meeting. Thank you, Mr. Gupta.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you. Thank you, Joy.
We are ending this session. Stay safe. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.